Every time you bring your ass to the internet and start with me, you bring your ass to the internet and start with me. You need to go be whack. You need to go be whacking Nicki Minaj.
Play with me. You know what I'm trying to say? So we just two different people. Like JT is more reserved and serious. Like she stay in her own bubble. She don't really like to go out. I like to go out. I'm more of like a people person. So I think like, yeah, that's what it is. She just, you know, Diddy came to me with the song, told JT let's get on this record. Like I was still doing City Square shit. I was heavily involved in the group. I never thought I was bigger in the program.
Did Saucy Santana really just spill this tea? Because hold up, it's been over a year since the City Girls officially broke up, and now Santana's out here hinting that the split had nothing to do with music. Apparently, it all circles back to none other than Diddy. According to what Santana's been saying online, JT was allegedly jealous of Young Miami's whole situation with him, and some people even believe she tried to get close to Diddy herself. Wild, right? And when you actually look at how things played out after their split, that theory starts sounding way too real. Young Miami has been out here thriving, hosting Caresha Please, locking down deals, dropping music, and building her brand like never before. Meanwhile, JT's been caught up in online beefs left and right with Cardi B, Glorilla, and even Santana himself. It's been pure chaos. And now that Santana's starting to speak up again, it's giving somebody's about to get exposed energy. He even slipped up recently and hinted at some kind of upcoming TV project that's supposedly going to uncover everything. Yes, everything, including what really went down with Diddy.
So today's guest, we got the one and only Mr. Billionaire Diddy.
You call me Billionaire Dick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one and only.
Yeah, the motherfucking one and only. What's up?
Can you imagine? If that's true, it sounds like he and Caresha are about to air out some serious behind-the-scenes mess. So yeah, looks like the City Girls story is far from over. It's just getting way messier by the day. But before we get ahead of ourselves, let's rewind to how this all started unraveling in the first place. Because if you've been following the City Girls since day one, you already know their breakup didn't happen overnight. It was building for a while. By early 2024, things between JT and Young Miami just started to feel off. That effortless chemistry that made them blow up as a duo, gone. When they finally announced they were parting ways, Caresha tried to play it cool, saying, "We're just in two different spaces right now, and the music isn't connecting anymore." Okay. Cute statement, but we all knew there was way more to that story. Around the same time, both of them started throwing those not-so-subtle jabs online. JT would post something like, "Fake energy never wins," and then a week later, Caresha would drop, "I'm too grown for sneak dices. Like, girl, we see you." The shade was heavy and everyone online was eating it up, and it didn't help that right after the breakup, their careers went in totally opposite directions. One on the rise, the other stuck in drama. Things were definitely shifting behind the scenes, and it looks like Santana just might be ready to tell exactly why.
As we got like older, yeah, I wasn't surprised because they just grew into women. So they started dating. Caresha was dating Puff at the time. JT was dating Uzi.
Caresha became that girl, full-on celebrity mode. Talk show host, red carpet darling, brand deals flying in left and right, and let's not forget, dating one of the most powerful men in hip-hop, Diddy himself.
All right, come on. Let's talk about what it feels like to just walk up here and just shut the whole carpet down.
I mean, it feels great. You know, we out here giving that black excellence. This is Sean John's debut.
Wow.
First time I designed in 10 years, and you know, we feeling good.
Meanwhile, JT was still out here trying to figure out her lane outside of the group, like she hadn't quite found her footing yet, and that's when things started feeling off. Because it's one thing to go solo, but it's a whole different story when your partner suddenly becomes the it girl of the entire culture. You could literally feel the tension between them without a single word being said, and that's why Santana's new comments hit so hard. If what he's saying is true, that the tension between JT and Caresha wasn't about business, but jealousy, then everything starts to make sense. Think about it. If JT really wanted what Caresha had, the fame, the spotlight, the luxury, and yeah, maybe even Diddy, that explains why she's been so defensive ever since the split. Now, we can't say that's confirmed, but when you line up the timeline, it's looking real suspicious. Because right after Koresha Please started blowing up and Diddy was spoiling her like royalty, private jets, gifts, and red carpet love, JT began spiraling online. She was arguing with fans, posting cryptic tweets, and at one point, she even unfollowed Koresha. That's not just shade, that's a statement. It's like the sisterhood ended the second the success stopped being shared, and suddenly the loyalty that built the City Girls wasn't enough to hold them together anymore.
I never not came to JT defense, ever. She was arguing with Agent R, and I told Agent R, hey, bitch, meet me in Brooklyn. You know?
I remember that.
Like, I would never not come to her defense.
But if you thought the breakup was the end of their drama, think again. Things only got wilder after that. JT seemed to be fighting everybody, and I mean everybody. First, she went at it with Cardi B and her sister Hennessy, then Glorilla, and out of nowhere, she even turned on her own bestie, Saucy Santana. It was giving burn every bridge and start fresh, except the fresh start part never came.
JT whacking Cardi. She recently took to Twitter to say Cardi was UGLY and looked like the purge. I'm guessing JT woke up this morning and saw that Cardi B was on Spaces last night. She said Spaces is not the studio. Bodega Batty my ASF, you chopped cheese. You guys are unaware she was referencing her diss track there. She did not stop there. She went on to say Ugly B has not been quiet since No Hook got leaked. That 304 rest. When is her honeymoon stage with her new BD? Like, go chill and look pretty. Wait, never mind. Just go chill, purge face.
Every move just made her look more chaotic, more unhinged, and more isolated. And let's be real, every time JT logs online, the internet knows it's about to go down. All it takes is one screenshot, one emoji, and boom, chaos everywhere. But the wildest moment, that had to be when she allegedly leaked a text from Santana where he shaded her relationship with Lil Uzi Vert. According to fans, he basically called her aesthetic tired and implied that Uzi was the only reason she was still relevant. Of course, JT didn't let that slide. She went off. She clapped back calling Santana broke, fake, and everything in between. Then she really took it there, saying he sold his career for hookups and had no business speaking on her man. It was messy, personal, and downright explosive. And the worst part, it confirmed what fans had already suspected. The old friendships were done. One by one, they were falling apart in real time, right in front of everyone. And through all that chaos, Koresha stayed silent. Not one word, not one tweet. But anyone who's been watching her knows, Koresha never moves without intention. Her silence was loud, and the second she didn't jump in to defend JT, fans knew what time it was. That friendship over for good. After all that chaos online, the subtweets, the screenshots, the messy back and forth, Saucy Santana finally decided he'd had enough. And when he spoke on it, it wasn't just shade anymore, it was personal. He didn't have to name drop JT because every line, every if the shoe fits moment made it crystal clear who he was talking about. It was one of those rants where you just knew the message wasn't random, it was aimed straight at home. Santana hinted that JT had been switching up for a while, acting one way online and another way behind the scenes, basically saying she's been two-faced and fake since the breakup. But then he said something that really got people shook. He claimed the drama wasn't just about petty beef or jealousy, but something deeper. And get this, he hinted that it's not over yet. Apparently, Santana's been working on some kind of TV project, a show that's rumored to expose the real story behind the City Girls breakup and maybe even touch on Diddy's whole messy situation. Yeah, you heard that right. According to Santana, there's way more to this story and he's ready to air it all out on camera. He even slipped in a little reminder that when Koresha was dating Puff, JT was still tied up with Lil Uzi Vert, and he didn't just say it once, he mentioned it twice in two separate interviews. Like, come on now. Santana knew exactly what he was doing. He wanted people to catch that. Because if you know him, you know nothing he says is ever by accident. He's strategic, bold, and always one step ahead when it comes to stirring the pot. So now everyone's left wondering, what's he planning to reveal? Is it about Koresha's situation with Diddy or about what really went down between her and JT before they called it quits? Either way, it's shaping up to be messy, because if Santana truly spills what people think he will, it could completely change how fans look at both City Girls forever. And now with all that smoke in the air, nobody's saying a word, and I mean nobody. JT's acting like she's totally unbothered, posting her usual flexes like the internet isn't buzzing with her name. Koresha's over on Instagram posting her luxury, soft life pics like she didn't just lose her day one partner in the middle of all this. And Santana, he's moving around like a man holding a bombshell secret, waiting for the perfect time to drop it. The silence right now is loud. louder than any of the shade ever was. And that's the craziest part. Everyone's pretending like nothing happened, but fans can feel the tension in the air. Something's brewing, and it's only a matter of time before it explodes. Now JT's popping up on podcasts talking about outgrowing people, while Koresha's over there saying she's letting go of what no longer serves her. Like, come on. We don't even need name drops at this point. Everyone knows exactly who they're talking about. This isn't just social media shade anymore. It's about loyalty. Who stayed solid when the cameras turned off, and who switched up when fame started changing the room. You can feel that tension through every post, every interview, every little self-growth quote they throw out there. And honestly, that's why everybody's staying so quiet right now, because the minute one of them slips up, everything's gonna come pouring out. The Diddy connections, the jealousy, the private arguments, all of it. The City Girls story didn't really end. It just hit pause. And now they're all trying to act like it's business as usual, pretending nothing happened while the internet keeps piecing it all together. But let's be real. If what Saucy Santana's been hinting at is true, and he really is planning to spill this story on camera, then that silence we're seeing right now, oh, it's about to shatter, because when he finally speaks, it's not just going to be gossip, it's going to be receipts, raw emotions, and probably a few burned bridges too. And when that happens, not everybody's walking away from this looking innocent. So what do you think? Did jealousy and fame tear the City Girls apart? Or is there something even deeper hiding under all this silence? Drop your thoughts down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on that post notification bell so you never miss the next deep dive. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.